Hi everyone, it's Lisa here. I'm back today with a haul video for you. I thought I would share the items with you that I purchased since my last video, which I think was only about 3 weeks ago. I had a birthday at the end of February and I was very lucky to be given some gift cards, so I did go ahead and purchase a number of items, and I am waiting for a few of them to come in, but they're not due for a few weeks, and I really don't want to hold off using what I've bought for much longer, so I thought I would go ahead and share those with you today. So first up, I picked up the Altenew Wonderland stamp set, and I absolutely fell in love with this stamp set when it came out a few months ago. I think it was their January release, and they were showcasing it around about the time of Creativation, but it's just such a lovely set. I think it looks beautiful, coloured with watercolour and Copics, and of course this flower here just sits. It's very striking, just as a single flower on a card with the sentiment, and they've got a range of sentiments here that you can use with it. But you have got these other quite tall images as well, and then you've got a number of other smaller florals to kind of enlarge that scene if you want. So really, really pretty set. Absolutely cannot wait to start using this. And I did pick up the dies for this as well. As most of you know, I don't often buy coordinating dies, and I'm finding that it just really restricts what I'm making. I just don't want to mask all the time. I think sometimes it's easier to be able to die cut and create much, not simpler scenes, but much more impactful scenes. And if you've got to keep fussy cutting or you've got to keep masking, it just sometimes makes that a little bit more difficult to do. And of course there are other techniques that you can do with dies as well. So as it was my birthday and as I had gift cards, I thought I would treat myself to both. I mean, anything with stems and flowers is always or leaves particularly is always a little bit more difficult to fussy cut, so I'm really pleased that I picked up the dies for those, because I do have an idea in mind and it's definitely going to be easier with the dies. And then I also picked up a set from Mama Elephant. This is the Flying with Friends set. Really adorable images. This has been out for a while now. It's not a new set, but I love elephants. I watch everything I can about elephants on the TV, particularly baby elephants, and I just thought this set was adorable. They do have another one. I can't remember the name of it. But I wasn't able to get hold of everything. It was actually quite difficult to get hold of the stamp and die set from any one shop, so I had to keep buying things from different places, which is a little bit more awkward. But I did pick up the die set for this as well, because there's balloons and there's little kind of stringy things. It's just too fiddly, and I just know that I won't use it enough if I don't have the dies, so I thought again I would treat myself to the dies for that. I mean, it's just so adorable, isn't it, with the little mouse sitting on the head, and you've got the separate little mouse with the balloon there, and then one trailing along the bottom there. So I'm really looking forward to using that. And because I couldn't decide on what elephant set to get, I also got the one from My Favourite Things. I mean, it's not as crazy as it sounds, because I only have one elephant in my stamp stash, so it's not as if I've gone completely mad here, but I couldn't decide, so I decided to get both. And this is the adorable elephant set from My Favourite Things. Really, really cute. Love that little one there. It actually looks like he's waving, but of course you can put the balloon in the hand there, and you can put the balloon on this one's trunk here, and there's just lots of little accents, flowers, butterflies, a kite, and of course the little stitching of the heart there. I just think it's such a lovely set. I hope you can see it properly. I have got lights on here because it's a little bit dark today, but as always, My Favourite Things has got lots of kind of punny sentiments. Not loads of puns actually in this, just just kind of very cute sentiments to go with that, and I probably will get the dies for that. But it's incredibly hard to get hold of this set, and it isn't new. It's been out for a while, but it's still very popular, and I haven't been able to get hold of the dies yet, so I'm going to keep trying for those. And then I picked up the die set for Altenew Beautiful Day. I absolutely love the stamp set. This is the stamp set. I thought I'd show it to you. It's a stamp layering set. You've got the outline there, and then you've got a solid, and then you've got the two other layers there, and you've got layering leaves here, and then you've got some other kind of accented small floral kind of branches and sprays here that go with it. But it's a beautiful set and I love it, and I mostly only use the outline. I don't actually think I've used it in its stamp layering form, but because the leaves are quite difficult to fussy cut and I just don't have the patience, I decided that I would pick up the die set for it. It's finally come back into stock, so I thought I would treat myself to that, because I just think that I will use the sets a lot more if I have the dies. I'm not a fan of fussy cutting. I'm especially not a fan of fussy cutting leaves. So I thought that would be a really good addition, because I do love this set and I have used it a number of times. I want to carry on using it, so I picked up the die as well. And then I also got this set of dies from My Favourite Things. This is the Grassy Hills die. I do have grass dies, but I don't have anything that's shaped. I just have dies that go straight across. So I thought this would be useful for scene building, so I picked that up as well. And then I went ahead and got hold of some of the My Favourite Things inks. I was fortunate enough to be given a couple of these inks. These are the die inks from a friend for my birthday, and I did really like the way that they stamped. So I've been trying to find something where I think the coverage, or that I'm much more happy with the coverage of the ink. And I have a lot of Altenew inks and I absolutely love the colours, and I just have never been completely happy with how they stamp. They are cubes, and I know that people say the cubes aren't a different, you know, they're not a different formula to the full size, but I do think it's harder to get good coverage, particularly if you're stamping a large stamp. For instance, if I was stamping that large solid stamp from this set, it'd be really hard to do that with a cube and get the coverage even with an ink cube, whereas I think it's a lot easier to do that with a full size. And as I say, I did like the way that the other two inks stamped, so I thought I'd pick up a few more in colours that I love. So I haven't had loads of time to play with it yet. So far they seem to be doing quite well. I'm quite happy with the coverage as it is. I do think you often have to stamp a couple of times, so maybe stamp once onto some scrap cardstock and then, you know, re-ink it and then stamp it back down onto your final card panel. That often seems to work better, but I thought these were a bit of an investment, I suppose, so I'm really hoping that they're going to work out for me, but so far so good. Then I also picked up some of the Imagine Crafts Shimmer Spritz. This is in the sparkle format. I had run out. I had the set that there were two very small bottles in a pack, and I think it comes Frost and Sparkle are the two that you get in the little pack, and I'd run out the Sparkle and thought I would get the larger size because I really like that. And then finally I picked up some Distress Oxides. For those of you that have been following my videos for a while, you'll know that I'm investing a little bit in oxides. I do love them. I really like the coverage. I think they're fantastically easy to blend, and so I picked up 3 more colours: Festive Berries, Ripe Persimmon and Faded Jeans. So I will not be getting the whole collection of Distress Oxides. I'm not sure how many more I will pick up, but I do I do like these colours a lot, so I'm hoping they're going to be a good addition to my stash. So that finishes my haul for today. I hope that you enjoyed watching, and I'll be back next month with another haul. I do have a couple of gift cards yet that I haven't spent, so maybe I'll be doing that in the next few weeks or so. But in the meantime, as I say, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.